6 winning or something like
Yeah,
that. And now there's this.
it is
What is going
bad,
on with
man.
sports these
I don't
times?
know. Also, there's been other upsets and other stuffs too happening, like in boxing. This other really big upset happened that was apparently rigged and corrupt. But in general, I can't. I'm not watching sports anymore. We're only watching anime. We're only gonna watch ReZero now.
So, okay, when you put it like that, it feels like the world of sports as a whole is just trying to troll people, like at times like these.
It's,
Genuinely.
as I said, it is genuinely worse than a Lies of P stream. It is actually so bad, dude. I literally. This is my favorite fighter, by the way. This is literally my favorite fighter.
Oh, okay, that's that only makes it sound
He was my
worse.
favorite fighter ever. And the thing is, literally, bro, I am genuinely mentally distraught this happened. Like, literally, oh shit. Literally, I was trying to go to sleep last night after watching the match. I literally did not, I literally did not sleep well because it was just like, holy shit, I saw my favorite, like, the fighter was known, the fighter Ilia, he was literally known to be this, stop it. He was basically, oh my, what's the button again? How do you play this game? Okay. He was genuinely known to be like he had literally an aura of invincibility. He fought, okay. He fought 3 top 10 fighters of all time, 3 of the best martial artists to ever walk the planet. And he decimated all 3 of them in historic fashion. He fought probably the smartest fighter to ever exist, and he outsmarted him and knocked him out brutally. He fought the most durable fighter in the history of the sport, and he's the only man ever to knock him out. Ever. He's the only man ever to knock out the most durable fighter in history. In decades.
Was, like, how old was the guy?
In a, okay. How old is the most durable fighter? How old is Ilia, the GOAT?
No, how old was the guy he lost to?
38, beyond retirement age. So, okay, I gotta give you this context for this. Retirement for a fighter is generally like 36 years old. Now, when you think about it, it's like 36 isn't that old. You know, you can still move at 36. But it's different in fighting. Because in fighting, let's say you get hit in the head really hard. Well, now you're gonna have to carry that injury for the rest of your life. And it's extra bad because fighting is about intentional harm. You're supposed to hurt your opponent. You're supposed to give your opponent brain damage. So on average, people retire at 36 years old because the injuries with them are so bad to where they can't physically continue. Their brains just don't work. And Justin, the person he lost to, Justin Gagey, the 38-year-old man, decimated him. I watched my favorite fighter, the fighter with an aura of invincibility, the fighter at 28 years old in his prime. He's historically young. He's the youngest fighter to ever achieve this level of greatness in the sport. He's making history with his knockouts and his wins. He's making history with his style. He's making history because he's the youngest fighter to ever do insane things, on top of having the best win streak in history. He is genuinely unparalleled on all fields. And then he lost to a 38-year-old old man.
Okay, I mean, when you describe it like that, I probably wouldn't be able to sleep well either with that sort of portrayal.
Oh my gosh. And it's just like, I don't want to go too deep into it unless you want to like hear out the full situation. But you literally couldn't have made worse conditions for this to happen. You literally couldn't have made this worse.
Oh my gosh, I mean, that's just, I mean, from an outsider perspective, it sounds hilarious, but
if you're a Justin fan, it's hilarious. If you're an Ilia fan like me, then it's horrendous.
Yeah, I mean, obviously as you're describing it, it hurts probably.
Dude, it is insanely upsetting. He's my favorite fighter. He's known to be very smooth and he doesn't really get hit that much. He got brutalized. He literally got brutalized. Like, his opponent's face was insane. Justin's face was clean. Almost no physical injury at all. In a fight, you know how hard it is to avoid visible physical injury? 0 cuts, 0 bruises, 0 red marks on his whole body? Ilya's face literally looked like he came from a torture video. He literally could. He did not have vision after round 2.
What? Oh my.
I sent some pictures. I don't think you want to see it unless if you're just curious, I guess. But it is really, really bad. It is one of the most brutal fights in the history of the sport. It is literally the most damage anyone's ever sustained while awake. Because, like, if you're like knocked out, right? Like you don't sustain that much damage because I mean you're knocked out. You're like, it's a coma. It's bad, of course, right? But you're knocked out, so the opponent won't hit you anymore. If you are awake and still taking damage, it is extra, extra bad because you're taking knockout level blows while awake.
So like it's just knockout level blows while still being awake. Okay, that sounds even more painful. Probably like
it is I think genuinely the worst damage any fighter has ever sustained while being awake. I don't think you could find a more violent fight in the history of the UFC, mixed martial arts, and maybe even combat sports. Because, oh my gosh, Ilia left the cage. Okay, it was only a 38-year-old bum with zero technique. I don't want to like ramble about this too much, but I can't avoid talking about it because literally I did not sleep well. All day today, I've literally just been thinking about Ilia Toporia's disfigured, defiled, tortured, brutalized face. He was the cleanest fighter ever. He just wasn't hit. Just people couldn't hit him. He was too slick. He always looked clean, relatively handsome, and all that just for him to be absolutely ruined in the most brutal way possible against a bum, a 38-year-old bum, a bum with zero technique, one of the most imprecise, dogged on, basically most disrespected fighters because he's so sloppy. Ilia is his opponent Justin has good power, but Ilia is the hardest hitter in the history of the sport. So Ilia had the power advantage. Ilia had the power advantage. And when it comes to speed, Justin Gaethje is 38 years old. Ilya's 28. He's way faster. Justin Gaethje has had decades of brain damage. Ilya's almost never been hit. He's never been knocked out. Ilia Topuria, he's known as the most precise striker in the history of combat, in the history of MMA, the history of combat sports. Justin Gaethje is known as one of the most inaccurate, sloppy, random, arm-swinging, zero accuracy strikers in the history of the sport. You could not have made the conditions worse. You literally could have chose a better opponent for Topuria to beat. This is the most picture-perfect opponent for Topuria to beat. If I showed you like what transforms, if I showed you like how do you make delicious food and I gave you a steak, that would be the equivalent of how easy it was for Topuria to beat Gaethje on paper. All the people that Justin had lost to, Topuria had beat brutally. Ilia Topuria had beat the people that Ilia Topuria decimated the people that decimated Justin Gaethje. And he lost.
This sounds like so shocking to watch.
He lost brutally.
You were live,
brutally, right? Yeah, I was watching it live. In fact, it was so bad when I saw Topuria lose that I literally Alt F4 shut off my PC and blew it up. Well, I didn't blow it up, but I literally just flipped out my PC.
You turned off your PC.
Like the whole thing exploded, slammed, and shut down, bro. I could not. I've been following him for years, seen him decimate people for years.
Oh my god.
For this to happen. So I'm quitting the sport. The sports, okay. I see a lot of people saying like, oh, the fight's rigged. Oh, they cloned Topuria. Oh, they paid him off. Oh, the referee's biased. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm a Topuria fan. Like, it wasn't rigged at all. I'm making a video about this. I didn't want to make this video, and I didn't intend to make a video. It was just gonna be a cool highlight that I can look back on every couple of months. But now I have to make this video because it was so traumatic and bad.
You have to make a video on it?
I need some way to channel my pain somewhere upside.
Like just complaining isn't enough.
I can't even complain. It's well, part of it is me complaining, but also part of it is just me trying to like convey my pain. It's just like is he dead?
After you're playing Bloodborne.
Oh yeah, I'm not streaming it. Oh fuck, I wasn't streaming it. Okay, yeah, I am playing the game right now though.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing the dick cheese method. Okay, I'm doing the dead method where I just die. I'm about to die. Upside. Upside.
I can't do anything.
The pillow guys. The pillow guys. They're going to destroy me upside.
I mean, you have higher damage now, but that ain't gonna fix your health or defense.
They're supposed to be like they're supposed to do a brutal amount of damage always, right?
Yeah.
That's
like,
fine.
You're still using like
a busted
like
weapon.
Pretty. No, pretty like low end garment in terms of defenses.
Oh, that's fair actually. Oh my.
Said you're still not gonna do Parl right now, right?
Probably not. The damage I do is horrendous. I'm only winning. I'm only beating these guys because of poise damage.
Ah.
Like the Soul Cleaver didn't do bad damage. It's just when I did a fourth of their health, there was just no hits done. So my openings were hella long, or it took a while to come out. But you know, how we doing today, chat? Hopefully better than me. So I'm gonna quit watching the sport now because my favorite. Oh, I mean, it's not even just that my favorite fighter lost. All my favorite fighters lost in one night, and they all got brutally decimated.
Was that whole night just against you specifically?
I don't know, bro. But look, if I'm removing my emotions from the matter, this is genuinely the most exciting time in the sport because all the kings who would reign the division all lost. So now it's gonna be the most interesting part. Oh, hey, this is where Parl was. Bitch ass Parl. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It is genuinely the most exciting time for the sport because all the kings who would reign their thrones, pretty much, they lost. So now everything's competitive. So it's the most competitive, interesting time in the sport. And this means that I would be even more interested in what's going on in the sport. But I'm too butthurt. All my favorite fighters lost in one night. And they got, it's not like, it was like oh, they lost to a real clean competitive fight. That fight where they fought their hearts out, man. A fight where, you know, it was like, oh, that could have gone either way. I would have been satisfied if it was a split decision. I'd be like, you know what, my favorite fighter fought their hearts out. No, all of them got brutally decimated, knocked out, brain damage.
Brain damage. Like, I can't even begin to like try and understand like what you're like how shocked you were probably watching that live.
I was crashing the fuck out. Strafe was laughing the entire time.
And at least it was comedic for him.
Strafe found, I think he found the event really funny, and he found my reactions really funny. Was it rigged? No, it was not rigged. I'm doing like a video on it. It's like a 30-40 minute breakdown. It absolutely wasn't rigged. My favorite fighter just fought like a dumbass, and it's just like, it makes sense why it happened, but it's just an absolute worst case scenario. Geiji went against the odds, but the match didn't even feel close when Taporia started bleeding. Dude, round 1, Geiji punched Ilia's eye and he literally lost vision in round 1. By the end of round 2, he had no vision in his other eye. By round 3, he had basically nothing going for him, and in round 4, he was breaking his ribs with every single knee. Taporia basically rolled over and could barely walk. Multiple shattered bones, fractures in his skull, or shattered orbital bones. No vision. Bleeding out from his face all over. He can't breathe through his nose. It's clogged with blood. It was so bad. It was so bad, bro. I had to rewatch the fight for the video, and I'm never rewatching that shit again. On to better things. I said I would clear out 2 areas, right? I cleared out yeah, I cleared out Yarhargul, and then there was one other area that I said I was gonna clear out last stream.
Cathedral World. I mean, not World. Ward. Hemwick and Old Yarnum. Those are the ones you've been to.
Hey, we can go to Tomb of Erden.
Oh right, yeah, the NPC guy.
Shitty ass
Vengeance
NPC.
for Eileen.
Every fight went only round 1 or round 2 except the main event. Yeah. By the way, not the content creator. How did you feel about Pereira's performance? Because I'm not going to discuss the Ilia thing. I'm heartbroken. Literally all day I've just been thinking about how the way that fight turned out. I remember Ilia was walking back to his corner and you literally couldn't see his eye. It was literally just a swollen rot of fleshy mass. It was like a you know how Melania's eyes look? It's like that.
Jesus, it was that bad?
Do you want to see any of the pictures?
I mean, sure.
Can I send you one? Okay, I'll send you one.
Yeah, sure, just to get
an idea.
Yeah, just an idea of like what it might be.
It's not gonna be it's not gonna be very pretty.
I don't expect it to.
Alright, this is what he's supposed to look like, by the way.
What
he's supposed to look like. Look how clean he looks. Look at the no, this is a little bit older. This is fine. Look at this. The clean side shave, the fade, the buzz cut, the well-trimmed beard, the slick back, well gelled.
Assuming it was all ruined.
One of the better photos. One of the better photos.
What are the better photos?
This is before the end of the fight.
Is one transformation.
You cannot see his eye. Like it's literally just gone.
His eyes just fully blended into his own face.
With blood and a bunch of other bullshit. Let me see if I can. I posted some. Oh yeah, this is yeah.
Wait, that's what you use for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I hate doing it because he's my favorite fighter. But I can't show this on YouTube, by the way. I can't. If I do this on YouTube, I get demonetized. It's Discord. What was where did I post this shit? I think it might have been last night when I posted it. He's losing my mind. All right, here's another one. You can't. Yeah, this is gone. This is gone. Like the white part of his eyes is blended with blood. Like it is literally fused.
That's like unrecognizable.
Yes, this is like middle of round 2 out of round 4. Yeah, Leo said they look straight up edited.
I mean, can you blame him?
Oh my gosh, it was so bad. It was so bad, man. Bro, Serial was literally dancing while punching, or maybe it was a light form, but Alex only looked great in light heavyweight and in middleweight? I don't know, I think... okay, I was told Pereira looked a little... My game crashed, nice. Out of device memory? Again? Oh no, I upload... okay, yeah, I know why. Hold on, let me close out some other things. Make sure my memory... Damn, I can't even run Bloodborne with browsers open, or else my game crashes because I'm out of memory. Oh my gosh, I need more memory on this
I mean, I
PC.
guess it's probably just emulation
No,
eating up a lot of it.
emulation is really expensive, or I guess really taxing on your computer.
Yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't say Alex didn't look good. I was told by a friend that he looked slow. I don't think Alex looked slow. His low kicks were pretty fast. His jabs looked decent. Serial was faster for sure. But I just felt like, okay, this is Pereira's problem. He's always been a slow starter, and Gon was just adapting too fast. Pereira was spamming high kicks. Gon got hit by those. He had some late reactions, but eventually he just started blocking those, and he just started reacting to those really well. Pereira, he just kept throwing the same stuff. He was trying to find out how Serial Gon works, but he was just way too passive, man. He just kept his hands down, trying to exploit an opening. And through volume, if you throw 100 jabs, one of them's got to land, right? And eventually, one of them landed, popped him in his chin, and then he threw 15 shots at the back of his head. 10 punches when he was down, and Pereira barely survived. Gon going in for the finish, and basically took him out. Pereira has a fantastic chin for being 38 years old, but you can't, man. You can't sustain that much damage and be okay afterward. Pereira's just too passive. Like, if you look at the Ankalaev 1 fight, Pereira, what happened to Pereira there was kind of similar to what happened to Pereira here. I know he's always been a little bit of a slow starter, but he was just too passive and not taking enough initiative. It's not like Pereira lacks the ability to go fast. Look at Ankalaev 2. He instantly rushed in and bombed him in less than a minute. So, I understand it's a little bit of a mental thing, because Pereira is a very safe fighter. But when you have power like Pereira, when you have technique like Pereira, when you can fight like that, if he's, I'm not saying he should blitz people, because blitzing is generally not a very good thing, because it's a very risky thing to do. Oh fuck. 61? What do I do? No damage.
I mean, this guy is, for an early game enemy, I mean, well, no, he's not an enemy, but still, he's just extremely tanky, and
Pussy method.
you know, his scaling's always been a bit weird. But then again,
Pussy method.
it's meant to be a 2v1.
We're gonna pussy this guy so hard.
Although the Charge Arch 2 does seem to do damage.
Oh shit. Ring around the rosy.
This is why we like the Holy Blade.
This is why we like the Holy Blade. Oh shit, he's gonna kill me. Shoots his gun. Shoots his gun. He is horrifically overscaled. Alright, it's 2v1, so I'm not complaining. Air? All that for an air? I want to do that to the old Yarnum guy, but it's not gonna work because I don't have anywhere I can't loop him around like that.
Yes, and he also yeah, his damage is probably gonna not even,
It's probably worse than this.
even allow that to begin with.
Is he more overscaled than this?
Damage wise, yeah.
Oh my
But
gosh.
health wise, I'm not sure.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Pereira should blitz his opponents, but if he took a more aggressive approach, I do think that he would have been much better off. It's really sad though. Two future GOATs could have happened today. If Ilia took out Geiji like he was supposed to, he could have been like a further up on a top 5 fighter of all time list. If Pereira got the 3rd belt, he could have been the GOAT. O'Malley beat Eamon Zahabi, Diego Lopez won, yada yada yada. But oh my god, man. Ah. Oh yeah, wait, upside. Okay, I found the other place I wanted to go to, but I never went to.
All right, what?
The place with the brain sucker.
Ah, right, where you just got jumped the first time.
Where was it? I forgot. How do you? Oh yeah, right. It's a cathedral ward. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy. I'm a dummy.
Right, yeah, and the door. I told you that in the platforming segment.
I had low expectations for the event, but damn, it was entertaining. Fuck yeah, it was entertaining. If I'm being honest, this is one of the best cards we've ever had. On every single fight, someone got finished. All the fights ended in round 1 or round 2 because everybody was just so hungry to fight. One of the most entertaining cards we've ever had. Insanely consistent, really fun. The game's all mixed up and really interesting now. Everybody had a great time. Amazing performances. Honestly, from a if I was someone who wasn't attached to any of the fighters, I don't think I could have asked for anything more. Genuinely. Okay, I gotta isolate the door first. The door is down there. Wait, no, where is the door? Where's the door? What the fuck?
It starts with locating it.
Where's the door? Damn. Am I think it's under here. Is that it? No, it's not. Wait.
No.
It wouldn't hurt to drop down here though, right? You can't get there like that. I need to know where the door is so I can proceed. Oh, and there's cars honking outside. That better not be my car. Okay, I'm back. That was not my car. I did not get robbed. If I got robbed, I would not be on the stream right now. I would have immediately left and done something about it. I can't spot the door from here. There are 2 drops for this door from to the Okay, hold on. Let's go here first because I've never been here before.
The door should be on the.
Oh, I think I just fucked that up. Okay, let me actually diagnose what the door is first, man.
All right.
Okay, it's right under. It's where you start is far under, I think. Wait. How do you get down there? You can't, right? Well, actually, hold on. Maybe I could survive that drop right there. That drop from down there to there? That's the only way I can think. That platform up there, all the way to down there. It's right across from, let's say... It's right across from, let's say, the torch. There's only 2 general torches in this room. I don't want to intentionally die, but I'll clear out the bottom, then see what I can do. Can't get up to that door from here. The drop is too steep. Yeah, Bloodborne's... You can't go up. You can't go vertically up. This is not DMC5.
All right. Just try to hold on to your insight this time around.
Got 17, baby. This is a really rough encounter, I'm not gonna lie. It's a really bad start. The only thing I can imagine is just to take these guys out early. Oh my gosh. Rally, nice. Okay, 500? How does that happen? That flattening move is really good for small, quick enemies.
making use of your full
It's utility.
set rather than just like, well, not to be reductive here, but just like R1 repeatedly.
That's Dark Souls 3. Ah! Holy shit. This fucking game. It's scaring me, man. That's the one way.
A lot of people call it a horror game for a reason.
And then here's the brain sucker, right?
Yes.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Let me pussy method it. Oh! Why did he take 1,000 damage?
What is that charged R2? It might be one of your gems, actually.
Or it might be. Is it? Does counter damage apply to enemies?
I don't think so.
How did he take 60 damage from a swing and then 1,000 damage from a thrust? I don't get it. Okay. Also, it's a great feature that you can rally back while you're taking damage. That's a great feature because it allows you to rally back damage from opponents who otherwise wouldn't have survived.
Yeah.
Rumpled Yarnum hat and sweaty clothes are my favorite. Okay, bastard.
You didn't even hear what you had to say.
I did. I already talked to this fool.
Oh.
The game sound is low? Oh, that must mean upside sound is hella low too. Controls, environment, brightness, network. Where's the sound options? Oh, it's an environment? I guess. Oh, I forgot the short version exists. There's no way this is all there is to this area. I refuse to believe it. Bloodborne's not this pointless.
I mean, okay, we'll try to see if you can specify. What more would you expect out of it?
A shortcut or something? Something that links to another area that's not the cathedral one way? Okay, I think there's actually genuinely nothing you can do here. Upside, real question, is this the end of the area, this small ledger? No. Aside from the cathedral one way.
Okay, well, the healing church workshop, then
no, from
yeah,
in
that's
this,
pretty
in
much
this.
it outside of
in this
outside of the door, this is pretty much it.
Okay,
it just kind of loops back around to the cathedral.
Yeah, okay, it's good, but I really don't like it being a one way.
Although you did ask if it connects back to any other area that isn't the cathedral ward.
This is fine enough. It's not like it's bad or anything, but yeah. I've never seen you before. Oh yeah, there was one area in the cathedral ward I never explored.
Right,
have I been here before? Wait, I have. I have, right?
These are the.
Wait,
these are the stairs.
I thought they're black.
Ilia.
Wait, why do they wear white clothes? Oh well.
Church stuff?
Please don't crash, you fuck. Okay, I'm good. And kaboom! Oh, oops. Kaboom! Oh, kaboom!
I'm just trying to sleep, man.
I don't care! We're in Yarnum. You shouldn't be aiming to sleep to begin with. I never sleep, because sleep is the cousin of death. It's a bar.
I guess.
What do you mean, I guess? This is one of the best bars in history, son.
I mean, okay, that's true, yeah. But, no, just let the giants sleep, man. They're not bothering you.
I'm sorry, what do you rate Sekiro?
Like 1.5.
How? Oh, this is a lock right device that I need to go buy. Oh my gosh.
I'm basically sure on this end you can just open that door with the lever.
Can you?
You need the device to come through it on the other end.
Oh. No! Yes! Dude, it says X to open, but X on my end is... Okay, what's X on... Oh my gosh. Okay. X on PlayStation is use item on Xbox, and I'm using Xbox controller.
Oh, okay. So that just makes
That's why
it
I'm getting tripped up.
confusing for you. It's not like the game has Xbox controller support, considering
It was never intended to be a Xbox game. It was made to be a PlayStation game, so I don't. It's not their fault. I don't care. Hello. You gonna keep crying? Okay, man. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, let's go find the door. Is there a silver cat ring in Bloodborne?
over like as in like negating fall damage.
Yeah.
I think there might be a rune for that.
I'm assuming I can't get it right now.
I don't think you have it right now. No.
Ow. No.
Oh, you're asking for the door? Yeah. Well, you should already have enough health to be fine.
Okay. Yeah. So you have to drop right off this edge. Oh. Ow! Wait. No, that didn't work. How?
Arlecchino.
Are you serious? No. You can't Arlecchino that shit, bro. No way you can. You are not Arlecchinoing that shit.
I mean, hold on. You misdirected it though. Wasn't in the correct direction.
Do you Dennis need to? There has to be someone you can drop down. Okay, okay, hold on. I think you need a fairly good moderate to high CPU, although Bloodborne is extremely optimized now. I think you can play most bosses with a mid CPU, but you might struggle with some areas. Dude, if you're... But Anarchy Reigns and Dark Souls 1 struggle immensely? Wait, are you struggling to emulate Dark Souls 1? If you're struggling to emulate Dark Souls 1, I'm sorry, you have no hope of emulating Bloodborne. Emulating Bloodborne is so graphically not even graphically, just the whole experience is so insane to render. I can run Elden Ring on highest settings while recording, while streaming. While having multiple applications run in the background with zero problems. Running Bloodborne frequently crashes my PC, and there's an insane amount of stutters. It is very hard. You need actually like a pretty strong PC to run it at all. Drop on the left between the gap of the two woods. What are you talking about, man? Is he telling me to drop down to that shit?
You know, the little gray one right there?
Can you even do that?
Yeah.
No, you can't. No way.
It's all about angling.
Yeah, man.
Angling.
BB emulation works on Steam Deck though? Oh shit. Perhaps Steam Decks are better than my PC. Why does there just an item in this game called sweaty clothes?
It's literally just there for comedic factor, or I guess environmental storytelling.
Apparently, it's what the average Yarnamite wears, men and women.
Pretty much.
Okay, man.
Although it does have its uses,
Does it
but
have,
I will
like,
not tell you of said uses.
does it have like elite frenzy resistance or some shit? You will not say.
Okay, no, I will not say. Play the game.
How the fuck do you?
You're trying to moan it out?
Yeah. I was
Hey, you were close.
I like skidded off the wall with my foot or something. Bloodborne has a lot of optimization mods on Nexus. You can lower the graphics settings and turn off the shadows and grass to improve the performance. Oh, awesome. Okay. Thanks, though. I'll do it if it's necessary, because right now it isn't necessary. It just crashes occasionally and has some stutters, but I'm fine with that. Unless if it runs like horrendous, then we'll do something about it. But this is pretty damn smooth as far as I'm concerned. Maybe it would have been a good idea against Amelia, though. Though, depending on the boss is when I'll do it. Because if it starts dying on Ludwig and Lawrence, I'll have to do something about it.
I think it FPS wise, it's probably going to be fine for Ludwig. Lawrence, on the other hand,
yeah, he just apparently just like shits and farts everywhere. So
you might be screwed for him.
How do you do this?
Try moaning it out again.
Did that help?
Did you have to make that sound weirder?
You told me to, man.
I meant like the same as before. Why are we Elden Ringing the fall damage now?
What the fuck does that mean?
What do you think it means? Just, you know, literally you landing on something, then you take like a 2 feet fall and you die?
Isn't that Dark Souls 3?
That's Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring.
Actually, no, Dark Souls 3 is you fall 2 feet and then you instantly die.
Did you see that one short where he fell off like a ledge?
Yeah, I see that. I seen that. Dark Souls 3? I will never understand how a game makes you feel more vertically challenged than that. At least in Dark Souls 1, they had a lot of vertical stuff within the levels, and there's a bit of chaos, I guess, to jump over something. But at the very least, it uses verticality better than Dark Souls 3, where vertically it feels like my character's gravitated toward the ground. The forces of gravity in Dark Souls 3 are they're like Saturn levels of gravity. Like, you're just glued to the floor no matter what you do.
And this sprint jump is, well, control-wise it's fine, but in terms of utility, it's at its lowest.
Does Dark Souls 3 ever use the sprint jump once besides the stupid ass tree skip that does not count?
I mean,
wait! I see the vision. I see the vision.
And that vision was...
I swear I could do it upside. Do you know how to read PC specs? If you have 15.42 gigs of RAM, then you should be okay. Well, part of it is CPU and VRAM. Wait, you said 5. I don't know what MIB means. If you have 500 megabytes of VRAM, then you can just pack it up, bro. I have 8 gigs of VRAM, and this game is... you'll need at least 4 gigs of VRAM? Dude, okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know, bro. Dude, if you were to run this game on 4 gigs of VRAM, would it even hold together? I don't think so. I don't think the game would hold on 4 gigs of VRAM.
Unless you play it on like
I think I have like 6 or 8, and it's really struggling, man.
I don't know, maybe you probably have to like mod it for PS1 specs or something.
Dude, can you not sprint jump on that thing?
it is a 2-inch wide beam. What are you sprint jumping?
Okay, I need to explain to you the logic I have. Is there depth to this, by the way? Like, can you do it in multiple ways, or is it just one way?
Yeah, you can do it in multiple ways, but there's like one consistent one.
I'll explain to you two things, okay? If this sprint jump method you don't think will work, then I'll just ask you to tell me the answer. But I think this will work.
All right. Yeah, just give it like a few more tries, so I try and figure it out on your own. Then
Yeah, because I think I have something here, but I don't know if it's actually possible. Maybe the execution is just really tight. You know, upside. I forgot. Why do you have Sekiro at a 1.5?
I mean, the game, it's just kind of like a very anti-me type game.
Yeah, not anti-Centurion. Okay. So my logic is to sprint jump, and when I jump, I'm just gonna bring me so much distance to where I can land on that platform right there. Do you see it? It's like where my hat is.
I see it.
Is that possible, or is this intended? Like, because if I can jump from there, it's easy to drop down to the thing.
That might work, actually.
No one's ever done it this way?
I mean, yeah, I mean, it seems possible. I haven't tried it myself or seen. All right, you might need to be like a bit closer when you do the sprint jump.
Why is the timing so? Oh well. It's Sekiro was an anti-upside game. Is it the stealth?
No, it's not. I mean, stealth is a part of it. Mainly, my biggest problem with the game is the levels. Of course,
Whoa.
I just don't really like. I don't really like how the levels are handled. It could just be. I just basically. How should I describe this? Or let's take Sempo Temple for example.
Yeah, I just ran through there like yesterday.
Yeah, you basically have like two. The way I see it, you have like two main options to engage with it.
Yes.
One, you can stealth through everything.
Yep. Or you can raw dog it.
The stealth is extremely boring for me in Sekiro. I mean, I don't really like stealth in general. That's not like
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
And then there's the second option in which you actually try to engage with the enemies. However, most of the time that's just gonna end up
a gank fest.
Have you end up getting jumped? Yes. And that for me, that's just like kind of how it is with most levels in the game.
Yeah.
Fountainhead is the one exception because enemies there are actually decently engaging and fair and fun. Enemy encounters there are good.
You don't have to. Yeah, the other thing. You don't have to stealth everything in Fountainhead. You can raw dog it, and it's pretty doable. More doable than the rest of the game, anyway.
Yeah. And then, of course, my opinions on the boss roster are quite
pretty
popular.
Low. Yep.
Yeah. And that's a lot of it. It's not even just AI issues or arena issues, but a lot of it is just simply because I just don't really like the combat too much.
Well, you don't like the combat, but you vibe with Liza P combat. That's interesting.
I mean, okay. The thing is, for me, Liza P it gives you plenty more options outside of just pure parrying.
So you value the RPG aspects more than the action aspects of Sekiro.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
You do get the prosthetics, but spirit emblems are such a horrendous system.
They are a fucking terrible system.
Yeah, basically.
Hold up, so you're gonna have to tell me the answer, bro. I'm lost.
Okay, I can tell.
Yeah, let me get back there again.
Yeah. But that's pretty much it. I just don't really like the level design outside of Fountainhead. I don't like the bosses or the combat too much.
Yeah, so those are all the appeals of Sekiro, basically.
Yeah. Obviously, soundtrack.
Yeah, the Sekiro soundtrack is well. Yeah, man. Like, I don't really like Liza P that much. I have the base game at a 6.5, but even if you take away that game's combat, which I don't like, levels, like, even if Liza P was only the point where I thought it was bad, like after Victor, basically, where I didn't like the combat bosses or levels, Liza P still has stuff going for it, like the actual storytelling and the concept behind the storytelling with like Pinocchio's nose growing larger in like the what's it called?
Loading screen.
Yeah, that and what's it called in the hub? What do you call it? I don't know.
Oh yeah, and also it's a weapon that grows in the hub. Like the more you lie.
And the Arlecchino dials you get and that side quest is fucking incredible. Even before I played the DLC, like even when I didn't like the levels comment or anything like that, there's still a lot of solid attributes about the game. Conceptually, it's brilliant. It's literally on some. Conceptually, it's brilliant. It's literally on some Black Myth Wukong level. Like, I can't explain it if you haven't read Journey to the West, but the way they integrate genius concepts from Journey to the West into Black Myth Wukong is on the same level of what Liza P does to Pinocchio. It is absolutely brilliant. Liza P has a lot of aspects that are great outside of combat bosses and levels. Sekiro does not, because it's an action game where it's mostly about the action. Liza P still a Souls-like, so there's RPG and storytelling. Sekiro storytelling is not that good. Let's be real. Anyways, what's the answer upside?
All right, so basically, yeah, go on just on the beam and then look backwards. So you look down, you see that little stray platform right there?
Where?
It's right underneath the ropes.
Underneath that shit?
Yeah, you're gonna have to angle it really specifically, and you're gonna
roll jump?
off the.
Oh, the roll?
No, roll off the beam into it. Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought I almost fell off, man. Sprint jumping. No, this wouldn't cut it. Can you
just roll off?
Can you do this? Just roll off. Yeah, man. Watch me die right on the beam. This is worse.
It's very specific angling, but
this is some bullshit. Okay, hold on. Wait.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah, I got there. I got there.
But not alive.
Jet, I agree. The other Souls games have better level design than Sekiro's, and Sekiro first playthrough is just L1 and R1 simulator. No! 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 Don't say that! No! No! I kind of get why some people say R1, L1 for Sekiro, but I just like, you can kind of, I understand why people say that. I absolutely do not think that's the case, though. If you look at something, I don't want to like shit on Liza P here. Okay, we genuinely might have to install some mods to go get it to run better, because
it just closed so instantaneously.
It ran out of memory again. Yeah, we're gonna have to install some mods.
Jeez.
I
mean, thank gosh, the autosave is so generous.
Yeah. Sorry, this thing has built-in cheats and patches. What am I doing? There's no built-in mod downloader. Hold on. Xbox controller icons. Wouldn't hurt. Select the file for download first.
Probably make the whole playthrough much more convenient for you.
Modern Xbox prompts. I have a modern Xbox controller, so I don't want to shit on Liza P here, but Liza P, when it comes to its combat loop, is way more parry based than Sekiro. Well, its optimal play is way more parry based than Sekiro. In Liza P, there's no reason for you to ever stop deflecting every single attack. Sekiro had the demand of jump attacks, perilous attacks, grabs. To be fair, you can't actually parry grabs in Liza P, so there's a dodge, but it's pretty minor. The way Sekiro mixes it, I understand you can parry the thrusts too, but Mikiri counters offer way more posture than parrying thrusts, so it's pointless. There's lightning reversals. There's stuff like Demon of Hatred, Gyobu, where you can grapple hook back to the boss. There's stuff like Lady Butterfly. When she jumps up in the air, you can throw a shuriken to send her down, which is an integral intentional mechanic. That general basis off the combat, by offering more demanding options, is by nature more interesting than Liza P's entire combat system off a base level. And I understand there are some things you can do with Liza P. You can dodge bosses, but bosses are not very reactive to your dodges. Well, at least most of them aren't. In Sekiro, bosses are generally more reactive to they're literally instantaneously reactive to if you block an attack, if you space an attack, if you dodge an attack, if you use a prosthetic for an attack. Bosses are instantly reactive to those things. I'm not talking about just Ishin and Owl and Genichiro. Lady Butterfly can do it. Crofton Monk can do it. Based off the basis of the AI, the extensions, the depth, and the base combat, it is more interesting. Lies of P does for sure have better RPG aspects when it comes to build creation and stuff like that. Though the core aspects of Sekiro's combat, where you can do stuff like, I don't know, high monk over attacks and follow it up with a combo, divine abduction, stun the boss, living force until you attack, spiral cloud passage to melt the boss. Like, that to me is interesting enough to where it already can compete on an alternative scale, because the combinations you can have from one thing to the next are so plentiful. Living Force especially is really good for that, just because you can combine any status effect on any weapon, on any combat art at any time, infuse it into anything. You can use Divine Confetti into Sakura Dance and a Flame Vent into transforming it into Blue Fire, then transforming that into like your next regular base melee attacks into your combat arts. Like, you can essentially combine anything with anything in that sense. I don't think it's more varied than Lies of P. I think Lies of P has like 700 total weapons you could possibly have with the combinations and shit. But
Yeah.
I do think in general, Sekiro's combat is more geared to me, because I like when something is more strict and for an intended experience, rather than the lots of depth variety you do get that's sort of done in mishmashed ways. That's why I like Bloodborne combat more than Elden Ring. Visual upgrade mod, disable FXAA. What is this mod? I don't even know what FXAA is. Disable cloth physics mods. No cloth physics with blood. I guess I want no cloth physics. Oh, this is the best performance boost you can get. Oh yeah, we're doing it right now then. Yeah, we gotta disable everything. Bloodborne enhanced? What the fuck does that mean?
I think that's probably just like a visual enhancement.
It doesn't tell me what it does. What? I'm not downloading Bloodborne enhanced. More options at lamps? Well, you can do that?
I'm assuming that's probably just making them normal bonfires.
Could I just mod this in? It's kind of inauthentic,
No.
but
We gotta have like
the real
as
Bloodborne
close
experience
to a natural playthrough as possible.
You'll allow the 60 FPS though?
Yeah, we'll allow the 60 FPS.
2B mod. Can I install this, please? I'm not gonna install this, but why did they make a 2B mod specifically? I don't know, dude. She's hot.
We'll
Debug menu restoration, Bose FPS boost, reshade and FPS. Isn't that reshade gonna fuck it up harder though?
I'm saying maybe not take the risk.
Yeah, if it if it's a reshade, it's gonna reshade everything to be more detailed. That's gonna be bad for me. Performance draw params. I don't need that shit. What? Better 60 FPS. I already downloaded a version of cloth physics, so I don't need it. SFX fix. I don't care about this. Okay. All right. Apologies, guys, for the black screen for so long. I'm about to fix it though. Hold on. Where is it? Lower object / corpse physics. Gotta help. Restore debug menu. Increase camera distance, no rally decay, disable rally, player no dead, player stealth, player silent. Bookmark capture outputs, unlock game region, enemy control, optimal 1080p, resolution patch. Is it already downloaded or am I tweaking?
The cloth mod?
Yeah, and the other one I downloaded, that increased performance.
Hmm.
Maybe it's already installed. Hmm. It did say it was installed, but you got to go through your Bloodborne mods to fix it. Mod downloader. Mod information 60. Yeah, okay. This just shows this. It doesn't show me the mods I have installed. Vertex explosion fix. Let me go see what it tells me if I download it again. Better cloth physics. Select a file for download first. Yes. That's a fucking gig and a half. I'm not downloading that shit. 4K upscaled? Holy shit, that's sexy. Okay, hopefully it's fine. Hopefully it's fine, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's fine. It'll be okay. All right. You can do all of that, but the game doesn't intend you to do so. Does Sekiro intend you to use these things in depth? I think it does do those things more than Lies of P does. You can use High Monk to reflect lightning. That's definitely intended, or else it wouldn't be in the game. You can use shurikens to intentionally... This looks a little cleaner, actually. Oh, my clothes almost don't have physics on them.
Is that a sacrifice you're willing to make?
I mean, it doesn't add anything to the game, so I don't care. It's a great thing. You can... some of the more niche stuff, like divine abductioning enemies, it doesn't really do that much. Floating passaging people doesn't do that much. But like the way you can plan it out is like really valuable. Like using divine confetti into a combat out hurts headlesses and Shinichi Men warriors. That is definitely intended. That's the only way you can harm headlesses and Shinichi Men warriors. You can use Sakura Dance to reflect lightning. You can use Mist Raven to reflect lightning. You can use High Monk and Senpo leaping kicks to go over sweep attacks. It's not like me using Lies of P Arlecchino sprint jump. It's not like me sprint jumping Arlecchino's phase transition. I would for sure say that is definitely unintended. But the stuff in Sekiro is definitely intended. Like you're supposed to use like flame vent and firecrackers, flame vent on the chained ogre and fire, because if you use chained ogre's weak to fire, so if you use stuff like flame vent, you know, please DS3. If you try to using flame vent on the ogres intentionally stuns them, it turns into a bowling baby. If you use firecrackers on the bull, on Sakura Bull, he intentionally goes in a phase 2 instantly. If you use shurikens at Lady Butterfly to stun her out of the air, she intentionally has responses to that. If you keep spamming it on her, she starts deflecting the shurikens back at you. And she can keep doing it as long as you keep having shurikens. If you keep spamming firecrackers on Gyobu, he will eventually have an instant firecracker counter that is literally unreactable, but it's supposed to be a stagger counter. It's definitely intended for you to use those tools, and the developers program responses for those prosthetics. At least it's intended enough to where I care to implement it, if that makes any sense. My frames! I got the job done, though. It was insanely janky. I don't think I'm supposed to fall from that high, but it dropped my frames anyway, but it's fine. Watch this lead to some garbage. There's gonna be nothing down here.
You were saying?
What? What?
Garbage.
What? How?
Garbage. Doll clothes.
Wait, this is...
You see why I was like,
This
so
has to be. This
adamant
has
on
to be
you
Dark
getting
Souls 2.
control?
This has to be Dark Souls 2, where it's just nonsensical world
Eh.
design.
No, you look around you. Look around you, genuinely. This isn't nonsense.
Upside, do you admit the sometimes nonsensical stuff that happens in Dark Souls 2's world design?
Of course, I would never defend Iron Keep. No.
And this isn't that?
No, I mean, no, you can clearly see the Cathedral Ward around the whole place. So, no, I wouldn't say it's nonsensical.
And there's the Healing Church's workshop.
Yeah. So, see why I was so
Depending
adamant
on
you
what's
getting
here,
control?
Upside,
Hmm.
this game might go up like 3 spots, depending on what's here.
Hold on. Turn around.
What? Hey! Third umbilical cord? What the fuck? Why? How? Can I?
So, you remember the area tier list that like had Hunter's Dream and Workshop a combined?
Yeah, is that?
Yep.
This counts as a part of Hunter's Dream. It's Hunter's Workshop. It's 2 in 1. But why? Why would the Hunter's Dream be replicated after this?
Lore.
Is there like a secret gate in the back that leads to, you know? I'm spoiled on that, by the way, because I spoiled myself 6 years ago.
Mm.
It's definitely not as big. That's all there is to this, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Also, I'm pretty sure this is the first Hunter's tool you picked up. Check your inventory.
Hunter's
Because
tool.
you got something important. Well, not your weapons inventory. Items. Old Hunter's Bone, it should be.
Why am I getting umbilical cords? A great relic, also known as the cord of the eye. Every infant great one has this precursor to the umbilical cord. Every great one has this in them? Every great one loses its child, then yearns for a surrogate. The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. What? The third umbilical cord precipitated the encounter with the pale moon. The third umbilical cord came before the pale moon, which beckoned the hunters and conceived the hunter's dream. So the hunter's dream came from a umbilical, or a umbilical cord came before it, which is implying that some form of umbilical cord helped create the hunter's dream, which is why the hunters go here. Is it? Why would the hunters go to the hunter's dream of all places, though, when they die to the wolf and they end up here? Why? Why would the hunters go to an ethereal place like this for a hub? The only reason why is because they would need to have some divine or outer connection to ascend. That's the only reason why they would show up here. And I'm assuming an Elder Great One or some umbilical cord bullshit has something to do with that? The fuck? Used to gain insight, and so they say, eyes on the inside, although no one remembers what that truly entails. I'm assuming you can't use it, right?
Hold on.
Yeah,
Just click on it. Oh no, this is like the equipment menu, just like your actual inventory in the top left. All right.
Can you actually use this item? I don't want to use this item. What happens if you use
I
it?
will not stop you.
Okay, the only thing I should know is that is this are you is something bad happening if you use this?
No,
Is it like infinite use or like a one-time item?
it is a one-time item. Oh, actually, never mind. Play the game.
I don't want to use it and then I get locked out of something important.
It does quite the opposite of locking you out.
It puts you in?
Let's use it.
Just, are you serious? You're not trolling me. You're not Centurion, like...
I'm not trolling you. I'm not trolling you.
Just use it? Bite the bullet, be a man?
Yes. Yes, Jet. When it comes to Bloodborne, I would absolutely, if I'm telling you to do something, I would absolutely never troll you.
I have insight.
Okay, yes.
Okay, man.
Just
little
remember that
iffy.
item.
I feel
Like,
like
obviously,
heaviness.
you can tell from that item description, like
It's
how important it
significant.
was. No.
Of course.
Yes.
What is this game?
All right, and also like the path to the bottom is easier if you come to the door.
Oh, yeah, okay. We're gonna reawaken. Jet, have you played the Night Rain Vins mod? You literally get DMC and Wukong movesets mod, while the bosses have 2 to 3 times more health? What? Sounds like a joyride. I have not played that mod, otherwise I would have said something about it, because if you know me, I hate Night Rain. I think the game is horrendous. But, that is something very sexy, very appealing. Hey, do you have anything to say about that?
What? What is this?
A hair ornament.
I can't remember. A yearning, something I never felt before. What's happening to me? Tell me, Hunter. Could this be joy?
Did she just wipe a tear? Tear stone.
Welcome. What is it?
Hawk.
Hunters have about the but.
Oh no, she already said this. She gave me a tear stone? What is that? Use to gain drop of the blood gem? How do I see the... A doll sheds neither blood nor tails, unless nature remains unknown. Alright, man. I guess we're going back to Cathedral
Hold on,
Ward.
wait. For the tier, go to where you equip the gems.
Oh, I didn't know it did that. Storage? I don't need that. Blood gem fortification? I think I'm pretty clear. Oh, I got a third? Wait. Oh, I got a third one. Awesome. Fire gem. Fire blood gemstone? I don't want to lock myself out of a damage type. I'm not going to put that on.
Hold on, it might only be for specific weapons or something. Hold on.
It's fine, upside.
I swear it's a gem for the tier she gives you.
Maybe for specific weapons? Because I don't see it. Maybe it's for specific weapons, like the salt cleaver. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Okay. I guess we're heading back to Cathedral Ward.
It should be the tier blood gem, but I don't think you saw it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's
fine. Cathedral Ward. Night Rain Vins with more variations is crazy. Oh shit, Brandon, you've played with it? I would honestly want to see Jet fight the Dreadlord and react to the fight. There was a 100% probability that I will be playing Night Rain in the future, and normally I would not play a game I think is horrendous. However, I'm doing it for content, because there's a guy who I want to do it with, and we're going to go do a stream about it, and he's another YouTuber, so now I have no excuse. Here's the rule with me. Anything is permissible if it's for content. I will... even if it's like a shit game, I will still play it if it's permissible for content. I forgot.
All
What do
right,
you...
So,
where do you go? When
that was about it for the
Hunter's...
Healing Church workshop.
Fake Hunter's Dream. It's like, you know how... Okay. Here's the thing. In the other Souls games, I think it's wonderfully creative in Dark Souls 3 how you revisit the hub in an alternate way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you
Although,
yeah, I in Elden Ring, I think it's brilliant that you can revisit the old Round Table hold in Lindell, right? But
yeah.
the fact that Bloodborne did all those things first makes the moment have double the impact because it did it first.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now that I do think about it, it did do it first. Like DS2 didn't do it. DS1 didn't do it. You. This is the first time that starts up the trend. And also, I'd definitely say it's the best for lore and story wise. Because
What is the DS3's lore? Is there just some arbitrary reason why it exists?
yes, it is straight up random. Why is it after Osiris? Why is champion?
Why is it through an invisible
Gundyr
wall?
is up.
How it turns nighttime? Like I understand, it's a video game. It doesn't have to be exactly realistic to life. That's why we play video games, so it's not life. But it's just a little bit too hard to believe, and I just treat it as like a cool moment, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Elden Rings makes a little bit more sense because it's a tangible location in the world that it's like, okay, they built that. I guess, you know, Leyndell's a royal capital, so it does make sense that they would do that.
Much, yeah. Like you understand what the round table was based on, basically.
I feel like it hits hardest in Bloodborne.
It's like Bloodborne has the best story significance.
Oh, Brainsucker.
It's not. They make sense world design because you can wise because you can literally see cathedral wards still surrounding it.
I feel like that's the thing that
Plus,
makes it the best because it's just integrated into the world so perfectly. It feels like a real location. Elden Rings, I understand, it was kind of locked off in a city, but this is it's locked off in a main area, but the way Bloodborne did it was a lot more genius, a lot more surprising, and way more natural.
Yes, and it's very easy to miss. That's why I wanted you to see it so much, which I guess only makes it harder when you discover it for yourself.
Is that a fucking NPC? Oh, it's an NPC, not an NPC. You know what I mean? It's an NPC, not an NPC.
Were you really that scared? You thought he was gonna?
Yes, because I thought it was gonna be old Hunter, old Yarnum round 2. Yeah, yeah. Alfred? Logarius?
Mm-hmm. Remember that name?
Cooperate. Fire paper. May the blood guide your way? That is way harder than Dark Souls 3's lady saying, may the flames guide your way. You get real metal, Alfred. May the blood guide your way. That's hard. Hey, let's go with the. Hey, what's going on with the healing church, buddy?
The healing church. Well, I'm a simple hunter, but I have heard that the holy medium of blood healing is venerated in the main cathedral.
What?
And that counselors of the old church reside in the high stratum of the cathedral.
So I was right. The healing church fled above. They have fled above Cathedral Ward.
And the church is willing. You should pay. Bergenworth is an old place of learning.
Fraud UFC fighter! Chat, ban this guy. Okay, not really, but you know what I mean. Well, hold on. Young Bjergren scholars have discovered a holy medium deep. A holy medium? Like the Bible?
The healing church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yarnum
Can be traced back to Bjergenworth.
But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And
Why would it be abandoned?
the healing church has declared Bergenworth forbidden.
Why?
It's unclear how many, but only they know the password that allows.
Oh, let me reread that because I got caught up on this guy calling Ilia a fraud and I was crying about it.
Bergenworth is an
Old place. Okay, so it's a college.
and the tomb of the gods.
The Tomb of the Gods.
Well, once a group of this, but it's
So a bunch of these scholars in Yarnum, or maybe it was the other way around, but these people found this place underground. Hold on, let me charge my phone at the 6%. So Bjergenworth is dedicated. A group of scholars found Bjergenworth, or maybe the people in Bjergenworth created Yarnum off the remains or the foundation of Bjergenworth, which I'm assuming is downward. They came across a holy medium. I'm assuming it's like the Bible, and all things cosmic and divine come from Bjergenworth. And if you remember on the Cathedral Ward's table, it says like all graces and glory to like the Bjergenworth spider. I'm assuming that's their god of some sort. Huh. So that is genuinely a level progression loop that rivals Dark Souls 1. If you staying at the center tells you the truth about the residents of it, it tells you the truth about the residents of Yarnum. If you go up, you find the cathedral, you find the cathedral people and the healing church. The truth about the way Yarnum as a society is run. And if you go down, you find the truth about the world.
Yes, piece this together. All the lore that's being dumped on you. Or I guess backstory in this case.
What the fuck's a vile blood? Logarius?
A bit of wisdom from the eminent once.
Scholar betrayed his fellows at Bjergenworth.
Forbidden
Forbidden blood? What is forbidden blood?
That the first of the inhuman vile bloods was born.
I'm assuming it's a monster?
Are fiendish creatures who
Oh, so they're vile.
through
Okay.
blood healing.
He brought back,
The
I'm assuming
ruler of the
beast mode or some
vile
shit?
bloods is still alive today, and so
Well, honors
to
master
follow my master's wishes, I for the path
to Kaner's castle.
Castle. I bid you
So is the leader of the vile bloods, is the leader of the vile bloods in Canehurst? I think so, right? That's what he said.
Yeah. Oh, Jed.
Where was Canehurst?
What'd you think of that guy?
We're going down, right? We're going into
Hmm.
Bjergenworth. Cause
Uh.
he's how? He's dead. What is going on?
Okay, this is-
What is going on? Am I going fucking crazy right now?
All right, so Jet, the Alfred guy you just finished talking to, that is my second favorite character in the game, and like my fourth or fifth favorite FromSoft character. So you might not get it right now, but I don't know, maybe he'll just grow on you, like when you see more of his quest line.
What is going on? So
You're still in shock.
no, it's a sequence of all these events. You find this giant crazy shortcut through the Cathedral Ward, and then when you go through the Cathedral Ward, you end up through here. You end up a guy named Alfred, and Alfred tells you about how the old blood came to be, the divine blood, the blood that makes cosmic things go around. I'm assuming that's what it is. The old blood, it came from Bjergenworth, which is the Elder Ones, right? Because that's where God comes from. The old Elder blood, the old blood. The instant I go into here, after I'm being told that, I need to tell him something. What's the password? This is the password to Bjergenworth, right? Because only the people who know the secret thing know about it. They only know the password. It's fear the old blood. And the instant I walked in, the guy was already dead. How am I supposed to interpret that? How does Alfred know of... Alfred doesn't know the password. Otherwise, he would have just told me. So how do I know the password? How do I know what the password is?
Hold on, wait. Remember the cutscene you watched immediately after Vicar Amelia?
We are born by the blood, made men by the blood.
The last
And-
part?
I don't remember the last part.
You what?
I don't remember the last part. I only remember those two lines. And then I remember Lawrence was rejecting something, right?
Alright, it's... We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open, fear the old blood.
Oh my god.
That is the
And
full
Lawrence rejected that. I remember he was talking to Master Willem. So Master Willem must have been the lead scholar at Björgenworth. Because it was a group of scholars. That's why they called him Master, because he was the Master Scholar. So Master Willem must have been down there. That's how I learned the information of the old blood. I only found out, though, because of a skull that gave me a memory. But whose skull was it that told me that? Wait.
Oh.
Wait. A dead man talked to me through a skeleton. It was a skull.
Wait.
And that's how he relayed this message to me. And a dead skull gave me that memory. I'm assuming because it's divine, the power of the old blood has some form of way to transfer memories or messages or commands through to you. That's an aspect of its power. How does that happen?
So, do you want like a tiny hint of the skull in the cathedral ward?
Say that again?
Or do you want like a small hint of that skull in the cathedral ward? Or do you want to like go like
What do you mean by
completely
hint?
100% surprised?
It depends how you're gonna do it.
As in like who it belongs to.
No, don't tell me anything. I love this shit, dude.
Okay.
How is the story like?
Right.
How is the story and the integration of lore maybe the best aspect of the game, and everything else is like a 10?
Oh yeah.
How?
I mean, I go like levels, story / lore, and then boss roster and combat are basically equal for me, like in that order.
I don't know what it is. I understand you can do this to all the other Souls games, right? Like they all have this cryptic, vague storytelling, but I've never paid attention to it. But I want to pay attention now. I'm just wondering. I'm sorry, you try to follow the stories of these games, right?
Yeah.
Does Bloodborne do it better, or is it that they're all on this level?
Bloodborne definitely has the best lore easily, but in terms of like the actual in-game story,
The storytelling, yeah.
Like,
The way it's
yeah, like
told
the
and the
plot
information you're given and how you can piece together the puzzles.
yeah. Obviously, lore-wise, it's the best easily. In terms of like the story you follow along in the game.
It's a little janky. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Hmm.
The lore?
I definitely say AC6 has like the best in-game story when it comes to FromSoft games.
Yeah,
But-
actually, the in-game story is, I think is the best that I've seen. I know the lore of Dark Souls 1 because when I got into Dark Souls 1, I was a big fanboy of it, and I know a little bit of Dark Souls 3 because I played a lot of Dark Souls 1, and a lot of that stuff is easily interpretable. But the lore for Bloodborne is the best, because how do you define good lore? I would say good lore is just the most interesting material that adds to the world. And when it comes to most interesting, Bloodborne negs everything else. When it comes to how much it adds to the game, it adds such a ridiculous degree of depth and direction. Bloodborne is the one game that actually never tells you where to go. Dark Souls 1 at the beginning of the game, you're told you can go up or down, right? Like, you're told by, what's the one guy's name? I forgot who the guy's name was. The Crestfallen Warrior. He says you go up and then ring 2 bells and sense fortress, then it shows you the 4 areas you're supposed to go to. What the fuck? Do I recognize this? A kindness? Right around the cathedral and church of church?
The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes.
How do you know that?
Not even death offers seek you the
Wait,
ancient shroud.
you remember that one door in the tomb I couldn't find? Or I couldn't get through?
Door in
That
the
was that.
tomb? Oh, yes. Yeah, I know.
That's that. Couldn't have been talking about anything else.
The hours of the night are many, not even different. But
Why do they both tell me the same thing? They
Hold
both
on,
tell me the
Jed.
same thing. They both tell me
Did
the
you
same
know
thing.
Oh,
He tells me the same thing.
did he give you an item?
No, I talked to this guy. He gave me the item. It was called a tonsil stone. Tonsil?
Okay. Okay,
You mean
hold
like
on, hold on.
nose? Yeah?
Do you know who you just talked to?
No.
Listen to his voice. Go back.
Oh, let me turn up my volume. I do not know who this is.
Okay. Well, remember where you fought those two NPCs in the
Yeah, the
Nature Ward?
Yeah, those guys.
Go back to there. There's something important.
Let me tell you what Bloodborne is like upside.
Go ahead.
Bloodborne is like going to an amusement park, and then every time you turn the corner from your last ride, there's a more exciting ride. Somehow, even though the first ride, it's not like the first ride was bad. The first ride was one of the best levels ever made, and then every time you keep going, there's always some new tomfoolery that gets more interesting than the last.
I am just so glad, like this, the sheer glaze that you give this game.
Is this like the Bloodborne experience? Is this like it couldn't have gone any better?
I mean, so far, yeah, pretty much. I mean, I'm glad that I'm here to like help at least.
What the
Like,
fuck is
make
this?
sure you're discovering everything that needs to be discovered.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah,
no.
this is some-
Oh yeah, and this
some of
loop's
the extra-
back. This loop's back. Of course it is. Because why wouldn't it? This is Bloodborne.
Yeah, this is
Everything
some of
loops
the
back.
extra exploring you could have done before Vicar Amelia to get the numbing mist, but the healing actually ended up being a good thing for you.
If I never have to farm once in Bloodborne, then if I never have to grind once for blood vials or echoes in this game, and I'm comfortable with the heals, then I have no complaints about the healing system. That's just how it is. Because then it
Right,
means
cool.
that the healing system was never a failure. Because if I never had any bad experience with the healing system, how can I say it's a bad healing system? Well, sorry, it can be a bad healing system. It's just not a well-designed one. But if it's a non-issue, it doesn't hurt the game generally. It depends how bad the non-issue
Okay.
is. It's like Waterfowl takes points off Melania's fight. Even though I enjoy Waterfowl, the issue is so bad to where I can't ignore that.
All right, all right.
These two guys
Alright,
are down
so-
here.
Yeah, basically we're just I just need you to go back to where. Remember that one room where you got grabbed?
What? Oh, what the fuck? You know, Pancaker, Centurion, everybody tells me the game gets worse after Central Yarnum. And then I'm playing the game,
Do you believe them?
and don't kill me, please. I don't know if I believe them, because I didn't have much to go off their basis anyway. It's not like I was like, oh yeah, dude, I definitely think the game's gonna fall off, dude. But I was just like, well, we'll see what happens. If the game falls off, the game falls off. If the game doesn't fall off, it won't fall off. Oh shit, watch out, dude. Watch out. Don't play like a dumbass.
I mean, you have old Yarnum in S tier, so I think that's pretty clear that you value how enemy encounters and stuff works.
I value
So, I think you're gonna-
Yeah, I value the overall creativity and I guess yeah, you could say that partially. Just the experience of the level matters a lot more. I have the Dreg Heap in S tier despite it being not well designed at all.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're gonna really like the game moving forward. All right.
People said it
Basically
falls
then
off.
just-
The last thing, people said the game falls off after well, I guess it dips in quality after Central Yarnum / Old Yarnum. When it comes to layout, that's absolutely true. But every other quality in the game got boosted up significantly besides level layouts. The enemies got better. Well, actually, the bosses didn't, but it really doesn't matter that much. The experience of the levels got more memorable. The story got 10 times more interesting. The bosses have still generally been pretty okay. Music's still strong. The exploration is still outer worldly. The cohesion and the plot twist and the what the fuck moments are still some of the best I've ever seen. Combat only gets better. The just everything gets better. Aside from layouts. And the layout doesn't matter that much when everything else is this good.
I mean, you start the game with Central Yarnum. I mean, layout-wise, it's kind of... I mean, I don't think you're really want to aim to like be better than that for the rest of the game. You just want to
I don't care
do
because
everything else better.
Central Yarnum is a benchmark in levels, bro. So I don't care. It's like it's kind of like the same thing, like, you know, Limgrave's opening view. If Elden Ring never topped the Limgrave opening view, which I mean they kind of didn't, because the experience you get the first time seeing that is pretty fantastic. I wouldn't care and I wouldn't mind. The same thing goes for opening Caelid.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't care. It's of course I want good layouts. I want like part of it is there's no area that's as well layered as that, but Cathedral Ward as an interconnectivity point across the world is as impressive as Central Yarnum. So I mean, Central Yarnum is more of an Cathedral Ward is more of an interconnected hub than an interconnected level, but the effect is still the same, so I'm still getting that same glorious satisfaction. So it's the same thing as Central Yarnum to me. As long as the Bloodborne keeps, you know, hosting these insane stuff going on, if all the layouts are straight lines, it'd be bad, but the way it keeps zooming back across the world, to me, is more insane than what Central Yarnum's doing. Connecting the world back together is more impressive than connecting one level a million times.
Okay, yeah. Basically my same thoughts pretty much. Just I put like I wouldn't say Central Yarnum's the best level in the game, but actually, hold on, this is important. Step forward a bit.
Yeah, I got
right now. Just stand still.
Send me to space, buddy. I can still see you very lightly, and I'm dead. What? What?
Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
Isn't that his voice?
Yes, recognize the voice now?
Amygdala? That's this thing's name? It kidnapped me and...
Yeah, that's the creature's name. Yeah.
Amygdala. That's the part in your brain that registers fear.
Mm-hmm.
Lecture building? Okay. What?
Explore around.
The only thing I don't like about that is how you would figure that out.
I mean, the guy in his dialogue, he gives you the directions of where to go after he gives you the
I thought it was
stone.
another tomb, but can you trigger this without talking to that NPC?
No, he needs to give you the tonsil stone. It's not just any NPC, by the way.
Gotta be some.
Go to the door across the hall from here.
Hey, I can see his face.
What a joy it is to behold.
Not just any face.
It's bald.
Such a pleasure.
And who else in these games are bald?
Patches.
Well, is bald.
Beast of the field.
Mm-hmm.
But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
Did this bastard send me here?
Yes. This is in this game. This is his equivalent to kicking you off the edge.
Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oi! Heard footsteps. I am paranoid as fuck right now. What the? What is?
Remember what Alfred told you?
Wait. This does look like a place to educate. This is a college auditorium. This is Bjergenworth.
What uniform did you just get? What's it called?
This is Bjergenworth. That's why it's called a lecture hall. It's a school. Wait, the enemy I just killed. He had a student's cap and gown on. That's a student. That's why it's abandoned. Because he turned gooey. But why? All students. How did they end up like this? Yeah, but I'm not stepping in that shit. You're crazy. Thank fuck Upside you hooked me up on this weapon. Otherwise, it would have been lights out for me. Shit.
I think a long stalk peeper is gonna help you with this.
They're weaker than I thought. Although they had like 1,000,000 HP.
They're literal goo.
They are literal. These guys are not human anymore. Well, do you ever fight those guys in the room?
No.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. That's another point to where the enemy encounter design. Because if you fight them in the tiny room, you're gonna get destroyed. You're using your environment and the isolation of different. Smart. Not stupid. That's the thing I felt was missing from Elden Ring. The way they utilize environments to help you out in level design organically through architecture is absolutely insane. It's Dark Souls 1 level stuff, level 2.
Yes.
And that's the most thrilling part of level design. Sekiro had that very lightly. It's kind of harder to do when you're getting gangbanged by 50 men and you have a combat system based around pure 1v1 combat. But you can do more things than 1v1 in Bloodborne combat.
That does actually remind me. I should tell you this now. It'll sound pretty vague at the moment, but you'll understand it later. Basically, every Souls game has a point of no return, where basically like a lot of NPC
Augur of
quests get
Ebrietas. Sorry, Ebrietas. Sorry, what were you saying?
Basically, yeah, every Souls game has a point of no return, like where a lot of NPC quests get cut off, like some dialogue gets cut off, and like the optional stuff gets cut off.
Yeah.
So yeah, Elden Ring, it's burning the Erd Tree or killing Malekith.
For DS3, it's killing Aldrich.
Yeah, it's killing Aldrich or Yorm.
DS1 and Orlando.
Sekiro, yeah, DS1 and Orlando.
Sekiro's Owl.
And Divine Dragon too.
Yeah.
Like after that, like Ashina goes up in flames.
Yeah.
Mm.
It happens in Bloodborne for sure. I just don't know what it is or when it happens or. What is this?
But you will know when it comes up, and you told me you were aware of like that the DLC does trigger some stuff with the base game in terms of dialogue.
Yeah. I don't remember what I don't remember what happens. I remember the doll saying something about Gehrman sleeping. But that's about it. From my spoiler 6 years ago. Remnant of the Eldritch Truth encountered at Bjergenworth. The Eldritch Truth? Why is truth capitalized and Eldritch not? Either it's a typo or there's some real concern around the truth. Use phantasms, the invertebrates known to be the augurs of the Great Ones, to partially summon abandoned Ebritas. The initial encounter marked the start of an inquiry into the cosmos. So, the scholars here made contact with Ebritas from the cosmos, from within the old labyrinth, and led to the establishment of the choir. How you say her name? Fuck.
Ebritas.
Ebritas? Okay, my bad. Not Ebritas.
Also, hold on. I figured out what was wrong with the teardrop. Go into your inventory and just use the item. All right, there it is.
Your blood gem, and I got two
Also, do the
inside.
same thing for Gascoigne's wife thing that she gave you. There you go. 2 free blood gems.
I'll take it. I don't know what the hell they do, but I'll take it. What is this? This is such an otherworldly experience. How is Dark Souls 1 and its stupid, ugly knights supposed to compete with this at all? It's knights. Boring knight aesthetic. Instead of cosmic societal disease breaching humanity. I don't like this! What did you put me in, Upside? Am I gonna fight God now?
Play the game.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? What? What is that? There's statues.
Look
There's shattered statues, bloodied.
and take like a good look at the architecture here. Not just in this room, but throughout the whole thing. Well,
What the? What the? Where are we? Heaven? You can't see down. Wait, is that a reflect? Why is it upside down? What? Are you telling me there are structures built upside down? These are the things that were shattered. There's tombs? Shattered tombs. Oh my gosh, new enemy type. Let's go, baby. He's so ugly. What the? That put him out, but... I'm assuming you get that later. These are all cracked tombs. The area's filled with tombs.
yes, they're not just
dead
cracked
people.
normally.
You have to crack them or walk over them of some sort. Why?
I mean, like,
This
look
is an
what's coming out
insane
of
amount
them.
of tombs.
Look what's coming out of like the broken tombs, or I guess inside of them.
The people from the tombs are waking up? Okay, at least it's susceptible to that. Oh shit. Rally it back. Rally it back. He's fast. Oh shit, you can't play around with this guy. Oh my gosh. I can try to take initiative, but it's not gonna work. Why are the people from the dead coming back to life? Is this the old blood? It has to be. What the fuck is that? Fish? Squid.
Whenever you get down there, pay attention to a certain attack that those enemies do.
Gosh. I heard footsteps. I heard footsteps. Oh, it's a... Oh my gosh. Dude, if he's over... Okay, no, he actually does good damage. He actually does good damage. Is that another one? Oh my god. No, hold on. I have to wonder, what are hunters doing out here? They're supposed to be ending the hunt, aren't they? Why are they siding with the beasts?
Why do you think Eileen exists? Like, remember, like, what
She's
her
a
job
hunter
is?
of hunters.
Yes, hunter of hunters specifically who have been...
Corrupted of some sort. They're not doing their job. That's why they fight me. Oh my gosh. Oh, the wall bang. I thought I could pussy him out. And we're still gonna pussy him out. I have my poison thing in instant? Oh jeez. I'm gonna have poison from that. I can't keep fighting like this. Okay, as long as his groupie doesn't jump in, I think we're gonna be okay. He swapped. He has a cane whip thing. That's creative. Can I flatten him? No, I can't. Well, that's useful. That's useful. Shit. Oh my gosh. Gave him a haircut. I gotta watch out for my stamina right now, dude. Okay, first one done. I'm actually enjoying these hunter fights. As long as they're not ganking me, I'm chilling.
Not input reading you constantly, or like stun locking you.
Now, this is not this is not like a terrible like Elden Ring NPC where they gank you with 50 men and let us fight.
Or just spam you into absolutely nothing. Like every spell or known move in the game. Gideon.
This is actually a good fight. Like, you can predict them and do this. Whoa! He's got some sauce on him. Okay. Oh, damn it. I ran into that.
Basically a mini gas coin.
Pick after him. This makes sense because he has a weapon. Oh, he's backing up now.
What just happened to his AI there?
Oh, shit. Don't do that. Watch out. That was good. I enjoyed that. I don't like how they gank you when it starts, but you know, as long as it's presented a little bit, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, are you serious, man? They couldn't stop with the poison lakes.
Yeah, this, like, every Souls game has one, and
Sekiro has the best one. Sekiro has the best one because it doesn't exist. You can just grab a hook over it. It's
True,
Sunken Valley. I want to get them closer to the shore. They're like,
they're liquid-based creatures. Dead.
yeah, we can edge them like this. No, we can't. This is disgusting. What the? How did he? Yo! Ew! What is this passive AoE they're doing to me? What the? BSB on steroids.
I don't think there's like a passive AoE.
No, their back skin is showing off with each attack.
Also, Jet, you remember how the PSX version of the game it ended with like a winter lantern, like being with like 1,000 health or something, right?
Yeah, no, I think I had like genuinely 1,000,000 HP. What the?
Wait. Did you catch that? Like what was underneath them?
No, I didn't. I can go find another one. Okay, as long as there's a way you can root through the poison, I don't mind. As long as it's not like Dark Souls 1 Blight Town where you're just forced to take the poison before a boss fight. I think it's just horrendous. It's enemy in a one-way. I don't like it. I don't like the enemy in a one-way. What? What in the Parle?
Yeah, these things are called Loran Silverbeast. And Carl is called a Loran Dark Beast.
Loran Dark Beast Parl.
Yes.
Interesting. Watch him lead me into an ambush.
Do you know any crystal lizards that would be so cruel? Oh. Well, I guess that one. Do you just feel betrayed?
Very. Dude, you said there's no ambush. Did you know that was gonna happen?
I didn't tell you. I said, do you know any crystal lizard that would do something so cruel? And then it just so happened to be that one.
I didn't even hear what you said. I jumped out of my seat, dude. Okay. I'll bet that's 30,000 on the line. I'm not losing that.
And you have the experience from going through it one time. You'll be fine.
And there's no hunters this time, which took up the bulk of my heals.
Yes, that's true.
I just, Okay, this one doesn't kill me with a boulder. What are these enemies, dude? Oh, he's breathing on the torch. That's really cool. Okay, these...
Yeah, the Ariandel enemies from DS.
30,000!
I'm very sorry about that. That actually was painful. to look at.
I'm running past those enemies.
They lost your respect off of that?
I mean, I'm fine with them as enemies, but 30,000?
Guys, it was the boulder throwing dude.
I can't get it back. I already died. We lost way too much progress for me to consider them again. I refuse to grind 30,000 back to lose it again. So we're just gonna go to the part that matters. How did I not catch this? How did it hit me? I don't know. Why is he so jumpy? Thank you, blood vials. Thank you, wallbang. Literally lowering my recovery so I could beat him up harder.
Would you say that Bloodborne has like the best incentive to pick up items you see off the ground?
I don't know. They all are pretty good at that.
It might be like an odd question, but I think the fact that Bloodborne just has like some of those items being your healing system, I think that helps.
Does help a lot. Helps the most. So you have to. Something tells me he doesn't stay dead. I can never imagine this game being a comfort game.
No.
It's the game that leans hardest on ambushes and horror elements. I don't want to...
Ambushes, you know, being jump scared by some enemy damage.
The best solo experience. What is throwing 70 bricks at me? I know it's that guy, but from where? Oh no, we're not doing this encounter. This is not good. It's like this. It's like the chapter. It's like that one chapter 5 area in Wukong where they had this exact same thing going on. I think it was with poison archers instead, though. Okay, whoever's first.
The usual Jar Jar 2 cheese.
The pussy strat.
Yes.
This is what happens when you're too much of a baby to actually fight the enemy, so you just use the pussy strat. Fire, dude.
A jet original.
A jet original. Don't shoot me. I like how if you don't kill one, he targets you from the other side. That's good. It's punishment. It's consequences for level traversal design. I don't know what you'd call it.
Enemy ignorance.
Good level, good enemy placement, good level design.
Yeah.
What is this? Ew, what the? Hello, One Reborn?
Those are the buffed versions of the crystal lizards.
Yeah, but they fight back
So
this
these
time.
Yeah. Basically, they're the giant crystal lizards of the game.
He's gonna keep flipping around.
Don't let him get away.
Nah, he's gone. Get back flipping me, dude. Is this even an intended path? It doesn't lead anywhere. Wait, or does it?
You can get up. You can jump off.
I'm not jumping off. There's still more to explore this way. I don't know what was shaking, but I don't trust it. How is this game scarier and more quality than any horror game I played? I mean, I can get jump scared out of horror. Right? I can get jump scared out of a horror game, but that doesn't mean it was a good. That doesn't mean it was a good scare or a good thrill. It can be very cheap.
I think this area handles, silence and quiet very well. There's zero ambiance or any music. It's just the sounds of your feet walking, your weapons, and the enemies. That's it.
The only other game where I appreciated the silence that well was Dark Souls 1, first playthrough. And Elden Ring was an odd case because I didn't like how they added music. Because it takes away from the atmosphere of the Souls games, but also, to be fair, I mean, it's an open world game, so if it was just pure silence, that would not be a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the Elden Ring open world without any of the background music?
Yeah, it's like a I don't like the change, but it's a necessary change, if that makes any sense.
I get what you mean.
Ooh, easy strafe opening.
And you can just skip his little phase 2 with that. Wait, hold on. Just after you kill this guy, just look out in the distance.
Shard. Where are we? This can't be.
Look in the fog too.
What is in the fog? I don't see any. Wait. Are those flags? They're poles with clothes on them. They're not clothes, they're tarps. They're pieces of cloth. Wait. They're flinging like they have tentacles. Are those the enemies? Are those the squid enemies on the floor?
I'm just gonna say no. No, that's not what that is.
I don't know what that is.
But you were on spot with the flags.
Why would there be any form of flag in this game, though?
This area is called the Nightmare Frontier. The word nightmare may not have any meaning right now, but
it doesn't.
Yes.
Oh shit, we've looped all the way back. And then we have this. Is that not certain death? Of course, man. Have you ever heard of Mina the Hollower? I have never heard of that. I don't know what that is. That's what I was looking out at, right? You're not gonna survive that fall. The whole area loops back in on itself. I could have done this the whole time, but it was done in a way where I didn't realize it until the between walk across plat. Are those pins? What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't think you can activate this, right?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not intended to survive the fall, are you?
No. I mean, unless you do some like, I don't even think any like Elden Ring stab strats strats would work on that.
I'm alive and I gotta move. Okay, at least it's slow poison. I don't have time to waste. I'd love to explore, but I've got poison on me. Are you serious? What is following me? What is following me? What is following me? I don't like the shadows. Okay, okay. These guys are throwing things up on my head. I can't afford to stop. Okay, so this is like Blighttown, the bottom of the lake swamp, but better. Wait, the lights are showing me a way to go.
Yeah, you have like an actual
A guide on where to
clear
go.
path.
That's good. My frames are dropping because I've got to load in 70 million enemies with... Did he pick up a rock and just instantly one-shot me? And also, why are my frames dropping so hard?
I didn't even know he could do that. Oh wait, I think that was like another rock thrower.
Yeah, I think it was the synced animation of a guy throwing the rock and me swinging. Well, my frames are dropping really, really badly. Like, I'm playing on like 20 FPS. I can't go through the area. Let's restart the game. Okay, my frames are looking way better now. I only have 11 heals? This area would be like kind of cool to run through, but like I think there's just a tad bit too many things for me to kind of get excited about going through this.
Like you don't like the poison, like I'm assuming.
I don't like that. I think it's lame, and I think getting one shot by boulder guys up ahead is also not very fun.
I mean, you're still running on a low end Garm set in terms of defenses.
But I have aura.
Yeah, but or at what cost?
There's no garb that would prevent that much damage, right? Unless this is like Dark Souls 1 where armor does really matter.
I mean, I will say it helps. It does help.
I feel like Dark Souls 3 armor is just like... I don't want to say doesn't matter, but it largely doesn't matter.
It mostly doesn't matter, yeah. Didn't you get your blood echoes back?
I don't want to get
Also,
one
wait,
shot
wait.
by fucking guys for existing. He's gonna throw another one. That was way more intense than it should have been. I can't fight those guys. The guy's gonna shoot rocks at me. What the fuck? Yo!
Your old friend.
What the? Ugh! One shot?
Because people call them the scariest enemy in the game, not just because of their design.
In terms of build variety, DS3 is the weakest to me. No way. I would not call DS3 build variety worse than like Dark Souls 1 or like, I guess Sekiro doesn't really count. It's an action game. Does Bloodborne build variety matter that much? It's probably, it depends how much you mean by build variety and the scope of that. Maybe, because isn't Bloodborne build variety really weak when it comes to the range and magic game? It's not trying to be a ranged and magic game, right? Me personally, it doesn't, build variety doesn't matter to me too much, but it's just like, if you count Sekiro, then it's definitely the weakest, but you can't really have builds in that game, so I don't know how much it really matters. I would say DS1's the weakest though, just because magic is either way too weak or way too powerful, and the synergy between different elements is pretty damn weak in my opinion. Okay, I know how to deal with these guys. The PSX thing told me that you can parry them, so I don't know if you can backstab them. They give you instant frenzy though. That's lame as fuck. That's not right. I got them though. Can you not parry them?
You can parry them.
How tight is the timing?
I mean, I didn't get a good look at what you were just doing, but it probably was either a mistime or something.
Yeah, because I shot him multiple times and it didn't work. Should I be here right now?
I mean, I was gonna say at the start that you're here a little bit early, but the damage you're doing, it seems pretty fine to make up for like how much damage you're taking.
Well, yeah, the damage I'm doing is fine, but the constant poison is not it. Me getting one shot by every boulder is not it. Me getting one shot by every Winterland is also not it.
Okay, for the Winter Lantern, you're kind of meant to sneak around it,
Sneak?
not actually fight it. Yeah, there's a path that you can take that goes around it, and it's basically like a mini stealth segment. Although, knowing, I doubt that would actually make it a bit better for you.
I mean,
I'm not sure how you feel about stealth.
I don't find more enjoyment in... I don't find enjoyment in having less engagement. It's why I don't... if the previous Souls games are more about RPG elements, where you're supposed to, like, make a build around stuff, find the option around stuff, or, like, leveling up your weapon to more suit the situation, I don't enjoy it that much, because subverting engagement is supposed to be more fun when engagement is the whole point of these games. I just don't see the vision. How is making the game less fun gonna make it more fun? How is making the game less combat focused in the combat game gonna make it more fun? I just don't understand it. What the?
Oh yeah. In this hole, there are more of them.
We're not going here. We're not going here.
Should have warned you. Sorry.
How do you even deal with that? You should instantly die?
You don't. Your frenzy resistance is kind of in the mud at the moment. So if you don't feel like dealing with Winter Lanterns, then maybe best to just go back to
Save
Forbidden
this
Woods.
for later, yeah.
Hey, I mean, you got like decently far into the level, like for so early.
Not much
Good job.
quality here to begin with. I don't think me getting one shot by half the area is very fun, so I guess I'll return here later. Hello. I just came back from the worst thing ever made.
Well, what is it?
Okay, let's relax.
Well, let me.
I am like I am the anti one-shot guy. There's nothing about a one-shot in any circumstance that's fun. Oh, actually, that's not true. Dimensional compression is fun, but dimensional compression is insanely contextual. But in general gameplay, there's nothing about a one-shot that's fun. And me getting one-shot by half the area is not fun. I don't have a bonfire at Forbidden Woods. DS3 doesn't really have power stancing. It is paired weapons. That's better than Dark Souls 1. Magic builds are very terrible. Unless you're a pyromancer. Are they? I mean, they're definitely not that strong. But would I call them outright terrible? I don't know if I'd say terrible. But a pyromancer's still a class. DS3's tank builds with fat rolling suck. I guess so, sure. I don't really care too much to argue the point because I find most build making really boring.
Build making boring, really?
In general, yeah.
Like, you mean just like the process of like just sitting there in your inventory, like trying to get something together?
Trying to get something together, finding items, upgrading this thing, crafting the perfect solution. It's, I mean, just put it like this. Is it more, at least for me, I'm trying to find some relative, solution with you. You know how clones work in Wukong?
Yeah.
You know how immobilize and you know how in New Game Plus 3 if you use clones and then use the Ching Mallet and then you use the level, if you use a 4-point slam, all your clones do the 4-point slam?
Yes.
I know build making isn't destroying things. Those are not the same thing necessarily. If you fought Yellow Wind Sage, is it more fun to build make and try to subvert his mechanics and find ways around him, destroying his tornado, freezing him, using clones, 4-point Ching Mallet thrust or slam, or just trying to find sort of ways around him? Or is it more fun to engage with this fight? Because most of the game,
It's obviously more fun to just engage with the fight, definitely.
So why would I pick the less fun option? And that's the case for, I understand some games are inherently based around build making, like in Skyrim. Like, I haven't actually played Skyrim, I'm LARPing here, but like the game's called is apparently shit, but the way you build your character is more rewarding because it's a stat increase game. It's, I don't know. If you're playing a combat focused video game with interesting mechanics, why would I try to find a way to get around the mechanics? If I'm playing chess, if I'm playing chess, why am I trying to find a way to get around the strategy? If I'm trying to cook, how am I trying to find a way? Why am I trying to find a way to get around the cooking process? You can have a build making game that can be interesting. I just don't find it fun in the Souls games, where the Souls games have some of the best mechanics I've ever seen.
Okay,
I'm not saying
I've never really looked at it that way. Just like building around like a specific enemy to like vert it, whatever it has mechanically.
Yeah, but
really
what else is the point of
making that way?
I guess what would be the point of build making otherwise? Because if you're going with anything other than solo melee to some degree, it's worse. Inherently.
The way I look at it is kind of just creating your own player moveset, pretty much. That's how I've always thought of it.
That is true, but is said player moveset you can build in these games going to be better than a solo melee experience? In general.
Probably not for mechanics, no.
And the thing these games do best is mechanics.
True.
I'm not saying you can't do it, I'm not saying, you know, you can't find it like fun for anybody who does enjoy it. I'm not saying there's no value in it. I do find value in crafting builds from time to time. I guess if you want to consider an Elden Ring example, I find it somewhat interesting to try to craft a one-shot build. And I know build making and one-shotting, as I said, are two different things, but trying to find a specific combination of what... I don't care for two-shotting something. One-shotting is an experiment. That's interesting, because you're trying to one-shot something. So that is an interesting formula. But for the most part, from the lens that I view it in Souls games, I don't really care, in my opinion. I don't really care. I guess if you want to nut it down to like a DMC level, because Devil May Cry is like, it's not even really build making, but let's say you're playing Dante and you want to formulate a specific moveset, and let's say you can only have 2 melees. Actually, DMCD is the perfect example of this. You can only have 2 melees and 2 guns in that game. You're technically quote-unquote build making, right? You're trying to find the specific player moveset that would best accustom you for your situation. And while I do think the game is better on Crimson and you can just use everything, I do think there is some merit to finding out specific solutions to what you're going up against. So I do think there's some value in that. But would I ever take that over full Crimson? Never.
Okay, I guess that's pretty fair. So you prefer like a more... You do prefer more limited options, like 2 at once, to be for more interesting gameplay?
It's not necessarily more options. It's coherent options that enhance the gameplay. Let me explain. In Sekiro, the game is most optimally played with just parry, deflect, blah, blah, blah. In Sekiro, you can use Mist Raven to trigger... If you use Mist Raven on Inner Father's Mist Ravens, he'll respond back with more Mist Ravens. That gives you more options. Does that mean he's worse as a fight? No, it just makes it more interesting. So the thing is, the reason why it matters in an action game rather than a Souls game is because if they add mechanics, it's usually for the better. If you add Snatch to Nero's moveset, bosses will have different responses to your Snatch, and Snatch enhances a boss like Artemis. That's a form of depth and an alternative option that makes the boss better. If you do have someone like Dante, when you're fighting Virgil in DMC5, there's a million ways to interact with the boss. There's a million different options. You can absorb the summon swords, you can Royal Guard the summon swords, you can reflect the summon swords, you can taunt him. Depending on your style rank, Virgil will have multiple different taunts with multiple different lines of dialogue. You can parry him. There's a million different things you can do. There's a million options there. I'm not against options. I'm against options that decrease the value of the core gameplay experience. Now, the core gameplay experience of Devil May Cry is absolutely enhanced and built for these options. The Souls games are not built for, like, I would say anything to do with mage combat. It's generally, the games are not going to be more fun for me if I use something that's not a solo melee experience. The games are just at their best, and I in my opinion, they are absolutely built for this. Tell me how much Flow Champion Gundyr has on a mage build, bud.
None.
Exactly. Why would you eliminate the best part of the fight? Actually, all parts of the fight. It's Devil May Cry and action games are built around specific depth and options. That's what Sekiro is, actually. It's the closest example I can bring. I was talking about it earlier this stream, but you could use shurikens to make Lady Butterfly come down. But she deflects these over time if you overuse them, so you have to actually plan them. That's a tool that was built for the boss. It's more options, and it enhances the mechanic. You don't have to play with it, but you can play with it if you like, you know?
Alright, so you take like more build variety in terms of like boss depth than you would just like build variety in terms of player depth.
I guess so, yeah, in the sense of not necessarily in boss depth, just general combat depth that enhances the main moment, because shurikens and Lady Butterfly's fight enhance the moment. You know, Miss Raven's Inner Father enhance, how the boss plays with you. Using mage stuff and incantations is not enhance the experience. Would Bloodborne be more fun if you could Comet Azure all the encounters?
No, absolutely not.
There's your answer. The core experience, in my opinion, or what I seek in a core experience, is not more valuable. And the I guess the way the game is not built around it, so it just makes it worse. As long as the game's built around it, I'm fine. Some Sekiro prosthetics, of course, don't work with this. Like, you know, if you spam firecrackers on bosses, like they're not built for you to spam firecrackers 1,000 times on them. Like I know Gyobu has a specific response, Ishin has a specific response, but most of the bosses aren't gonna counter your firecrackers with specific animation counters and parry responses like they're Millennia or like Bloodborne enemies. Like they're not gonna do that. So I don't think firecrackers enhance the core experience. That's why I don't use them. But for a boss like Gyobu or Ishin, it may, because the more I know, the more I use it, the more interesting responses he's gonna pull out. And while it does partially simplify Ishin by just stunning him a lot, it does add new moves and new responses. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I definitely see your point on that. I mean, I do think it's more interesting for just that type of build variety.
Yeah,
Like
no,
actually
there's nothing wrong
actively,
with that. It's just my personal taste. How like I prefer a more dense, focused experience, which is why I find Bloodborne combat so much more compelling than Elden Ring. Just because you could tell the game was built around a solo melee experience 1,000%. Same with Sekiro.
I see.
You could still make a boss
Also,
interesting with sorcery or incantations. Oh yeah, no, you for sure can, because like, what's it like fighting Moog with pure ranged abilities? Because either you have to play hella far to not get hit by his blood flame, or you have to play hella close. But if you play very close with big spells, you can get hit. So it's interesting. I understand. You can find some interesting, you know, solutions and scenarios within this. I just don't value that more than like a solo melee experience where the consistency for the fun and I guess the thinking part comes in how I establish the punishes rather than how I in mage builds. I guess in the context I'm talking about, the interesting part comes from the deviation you have of the normal experience, while in something like a solo melee experience, the experimental part comes from your enhancement of the normal experience. It depends what you value more. How far you can differentiate yourself and still succeed, or how far you can enhance yourself and still succeed. Jump attacks in Elden Ring are enhancements to what's going on. Low profiles are enhancements to what's going on. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I just hope that makes sense, because I find the enhancement to be the most fun part. At least for what the Souls games are built for. Holy, okay. This stream took a lot out of me. Discussion-wise. Ilia Taporia-wise. I cleared out everything I wanted to. Made some great progress today.
2 really great secrets.
Nightmare Frontier is kind of a piece of shit, but hold out with a pound of salt, not a grain of salt, a pound of salt, because I'm going there under leveled and I'm not exploring the area and I'm kind of bum rushing everything and I'm not playing the game as intended. So yeah, well, we will be back there.
All right, cool.
And now it's time for the tier lists.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open my Opera. All right. Couple things. Display capture. You will get the highest day. Hammock Charlene is still the same. Yarhar goes still the same thing. Eosefka's Clinic is still the same thing. Did I discover anything about Cathedral Ward?
I mean, I guess if the Hunter's Workshop is improved, then Cathedral Ward also leading into that, I guess.
It's really weird to
like
distinguish between the two. It's very weird to distinguish between the two.
Also, it connects off into Forbidden Woods, and now Lecture Hall 2.
Nothing happened in the Forbidden Woods, so it's C. Nothing happened in the lecture. Lecture would only get low B, because I mean I kind of just got kidding. Actually, wait, no, that scare was pretty good. You'll get a B plus. It was like 3 seconds, but it's fine, I guess. Nightmare Frontier. I do not like this level. very much. I can see a B tier or low A tier vision. Just for me right now, it's not very good. But these are subject to change. BB2? I don't know. We didn't find any bosses today. Brain sucker. No, Witches of Hemwick is at least novel. Witches of Hemwick has at least ideas in it. Like Brain Sucker is just the enemy. No, I'm not gonna rank enemies. I'm not ranking enemies. That's not a boss fight.
Mm.
Yeah, we didn't find any boss today.
Yeah, we didn't.
Now let me tell you something. Upside. Why is Lorraine Silver
Sure.
Beast here? That's an enemy. It's not even an elite enemy. It's just a normal enemy. What is this?
Most of
Okay,
like the
whatever.
normal enemies that are on here, they're literally just Chalice enemies. I mean, well, sorry, Chalice dungeon bosses.
Oh, they're
that
Elden
become
Ring
enemies.
Okay, that's fine. Anyways, now here's the big thing that matters. What are the topsters? Did I already have it this high?
Yeah, you put it over F16 after like what, Cathedral Ward or something.
All right. Looks good to me.
Whoa, over AC6 already?
Absolutely.
Would I go that far? Hmm. Probably, actually. I probably would go that far. Off the stuff you've seen.
Hold on. Fellas, I gotta go end the stream like right now. But yeah, I know I'm very confident in this placement. I will say though, good luck getting past these two. Good luck getting past these two. These is very hard to beat.
Yeah, and then the top one is impossible.
No, because Bloodborne's on track.
On track.
No, if Bloodborne does this for 40 more hours, it will be there.
Okay, okay. I am curious to see where like how this goes.
Me too. I hope so. I hope we can do the thing. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate it. To the Discord server, buy a membership. Thanks for showing up.